Three Jacksonville City Council members have now publicly endorsed the removal of a Confederate monument in Springfield Park. It's a monument that could cost taxpayers an estimated $1.3 million to disassemble and relocate. News 4 Jax reporter Eric Avanier is live at Springfield Park after talking to at-large council member Matt Carlucci about his decision to endorse the removal. And Eric, Carlucci's running for mayor in Jacksonville.
Yes, he is, and I must say that that endorsement is being met with skepticism from a strong supporter of the monument who wants to keep this monument right here in Springfield Park, right where it is. Carlucci says it's time for the monument to relocate so that the city can move forward, but his critic says Carlucci's endorsement is really a political stunt. Since 1915, the Women of the Southern Confederacy Monument has stood tall in Springfield Park as tribute to women who supported the Confederacy. But in recent years, the statue has been the target of controversy involving race relations in Jacksonville. Northside Coalition President Ben Frazier says the monument is a symbol of racist issues plaguing the city.
What we have is a major problem with racial relations that few white politicians really want to admit. What they want to do is to look askance and look the other way and act as if everything here is okay. It's not.
Wednesday afternoon, City Council members Reginald Gaffney, Jacoby Pittman, and Matt Carlucci publicly announced that they agree with Frazier. Carlucci, who is running for mayor, told News 4 Jax he came to the decision to support removing the monument after months of conversations with constituents.
I just think that it's time to handle that issue. So I made the decision that I thought the statue should be removed. And I think it will bring a healing to Jacksonville amongst a lot of people. And it'll help Jacksonville move ahead to the future.
I don't understand his logic at all. This is put up to honor women.
Seaver Newsom is a strong supporter of keeping the monument where it is and calls Carlucci's endorsement a political stunt.
He's doing this because he's running for mayor and he wants that demographic to vote for him.
As a candidate for mayor, I think people expect a candidate to lead, to take a position.
Carlucci says the monument should be disassembled and moved somewhere else, a task that is expected to cost the city an estimated $1.3 million.
That's probably a lowball figure. Then what? Another $1.3 million to put it back together again?
Now, I do want to clarify something as we come back here live with a live look at that statue there. Jacoby Pittman and Reginald Gaffney, now their endorsement came as a result of what was said by Ben Frazier, who had talked about the need to take this particular statue down. However, Matt Carlucci says that his decision to have to recommend removing the monument was based solely on conversations that he's had throughout the entire city with many of his constituents. Reporting live, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Eric. And council members Jacoby Pittman and Reggie Gaffney, they released their statements to Northside Coalition President Ben Frazier. Pittman's reads, I, Councilmember Jacoby Pittman, support the removal of Confederate monuments in Jacksonville. Gaffney's says, I fully support the removal of the aforementioned statues from public property, referring to the monument to the Women of the Confederacy statue at Springfield Park that Eric was just showing us in his live images there, and then the bandstand at the Old City Cemetery.